Hey, it's Erin from Book Things and Baubles, and today I'm going to teach you how to turn an image into a path in Inkscape. Hey there, so today I am working on some new designs for my shop, and I thought I would show you how I take clip art and other images and turn them into paths to use in my design. First, you'll want to find the clip art or the image that you're looking for. I have a lot of different places that I go to find pictures and resources. You can check out a video I did in the past about some of my favorite places to go to find those. But one that I left off the list is Adobe Spark. So I use Adobe Spark to make all of my social media posts for my business. It's also where I create all my thumbnails for my videos. And the subscription that I have also includes Adobe Rush, which is what I use to edit these videos. But another thing they have that I really love is it gives me access to Adobe Stock. And as you can see, they have tons of designs, whether it's backgrounds, patterns you're looking for, or in this case today, shapes. So I was looking for a nice flower frame, something kind of decorative that I could put some text in, put a quote in maybe. And so as you can see, they have a ton. I ended up picking this one that it's a hexagon. I had to look up what it was because I'm kind of dumb, but it's a hexagon and it has some branches coming out. So then I just make it as big as I can and make sure to change the color to black so that then I have this black and white contrasted image to work with in Inkscape. Having something that is a light color or has a lot of different colors can be a little harder to work with, but not impossible to turn it into a path in Inkscape. But this is just a tip, is black and white, if you can, is always the best option to get the best results. And so now I just am going to name this file. This is when I was trying to think of hexagon and it took me a minute. And then I'm going to download. And I'm going to download it as a PNG. And another good thing about Inkscape is it gives me the option to download with a transparent background. So there's not going to be any white behind it. It's just going to be the design. And then once you've picked your clip art or image that you want to add into your design, go ahead and import that into Inkscape by going to File, Import, and then selecting it from wherever you saved it. Then you can resize it to the size you want it to be, or you can save that step for later. I just like to do it right up front. Today I am putting this on a phone holder. This is a free phone holder design that I got, I think, from someone on the Glowforge community free page, and so you can search for it on there if you're interested. But as you can see, I can't change the color of this image, right? It's just going to be black the whole time. And I also can't really do anything to manipulate it. I can't delete any dots or anything like that. And so in order to solve this problem, we are going to change this image into a path. So you'll go to Path, Trace Bitmap, and it will open up this panel on the right. And after you select your image, you can select the kind of trace you want it to do. So there are a few to choose from. There's brightness cutoff, there's edge detection, and as you can see, that one is not the best for this case. Then there's color quantization or something like that. But since this is just black and white, I chose 2, and that worked out pretty well. It looks pretty good. When you update, it will show you a preview of what your trace will look like. And so just kind of play around with it, go through the different options and see which one looks the best. I decided that auto trace looked the best, and so after I hit apply, I now have a trace of the image that I can actually manipulate with Inkscape. So it is a path, and if you aren't sure which is which, just check down at the bottom. It'll tell you whether it's the image or the path. So now I have this path to work with, and I can change the color of it, I can incorporate it into my design, and I can use it in the Glowforge, which is my ultimate purpose with this. Like I said, one of the nice things about using a path instead of just the image is I could go through and delete any nodes that I wanted to, delete any parts of the design that I wanted to, and so it's a nice thing to be able to do if you have an image or something that you're wanting to add into Inkscape and into your designs, but it just doesn't work as it is, or you want to be able to manipulate it a little bit, then Trace Bitmap is going to be a super important thing for you to learn and master as you are working with Inkscape. Like I said, I use this trick a lot to create engraving designs, so whether that's keychains or I don't know, photo frames. And actually, that reminds me, this is the trick that I use to get signatures. So I offer frames for people that have signatures of their loved ones on it, that they just send me a picture of like a birthday card or something that this person has signed, and then using this trick, I am able to actually get their signature, make it so that it's editable in Inkscape. I can add it onto the frames and it looks really good. So this is definitely one of these features of Inkscape that you'll want to learn how to use, especially if you are offering those custom handwriting. You've probably seen like those cutting boards that have family recipes on them. This is a great way to make those as well if someone can only send you a picture of it. This is how I would suggest you begin making those kinds of personalized products to sell in your shop or to give as gifts. This is just a great thing to know how to do, whether you're wanting to do signatures or handwriting, or whether you are just wanting to turn an image or clip art into something that you can manipulate in Inkscape. This is the best thing I ever learned how to do in Inkscape. And it took me a long time to learn how to do it. I'm kind of a slow learner, but now that I've been doing this for almost a year, it's just second nature. So don't get too discouraged if it takes you some time. Just keep working at it, keep experimenting, and it'll come as you start working with it more and figuring out what works and what doesn't for different kinds of pictures and the different things you are wanting to do. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you are looking into purchasing a Glowforge of your own, please consider using my referral link in the description box below. That gives you money off a Glowforge and it gives me credits, which really help me and my small business. And consider subscribing. I make videos about the Glowforge every single Wednesday and I would love to see you back. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day and I will see you next week. Bye.